What you're about to hear is not the polished fairy tale the world was sold. This isn't the picture-perfect royal romance you've seen on glossy magazine covers. This is raw, messy, and shocking. Witnesses say Prince Harry, the man who walked away from the crown to stand by Meghan Markle, just had a public explosion that left the entire crowd stunned into silence. It happened at an upscale London event, where the couple was supposed to show unity, charm, and composure. Instead, onlookers claim the tension between Harry and Meghan boiled over for the very first time in front of cameras. According to eyewitnesses, Harry's face turned red, his voice raised, and he shouted words no one expected to hear. "You've embarrassed me enough." Gasps rippled through the crowd. Meghan reportedly looked shaken, whispering, "Not here, Harry, please." But the damage was done. Phones came out, clips leaked online. And within hours, hashtags like #RoyalMeltdown and #HarrySnaps were trending worldwide. Fans are shocked. Some say Harry finally reached his breaking point. Others believe Meghan is still pulling strings behind the scenes. But one thing is undeniable. The fairy tale mask just cracked. And this is only the beginning. The night started off like any other royal-adjacent event. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle had arrived at a charity gala in central London, stepping out of their sleek black SUV to the sound of flashing cameras and murmurs of the crowd. At first glance, it was the same picture the world had seen countless times. Harry in his sharp suit, Meghan glowing in a designer gown. But those close enough to see their faces noticed something off immediately. Harry's jaw was clenched. His hands stiffened Meghan's as they walked inside. According to multiple eyewitnesses, the tension had been building throughout the night. Inside the gala hall, Harry was polite but distant. Meghan smiled but looked uneasy. Then came the breaking point. During a speech by a close friend of the royal family, Meghan allegedly leaned over and whispered something to Harry. Eyewitnesses claim Harry froze, his face flushing red, before snapping back in a voice louder than anyone expected. "Enough, Meghan. You've embarrassed me enough." The crowd gasped. Forks clattered onto plates. A stunned silence filled the room as Meghan's eyes widened in shock. She whispered, "Not here, Harry, please." Not in front of them. But it was too late. The outburst had already cut through the night, and as if on cue, phones came out. Guests discreetly filmed the fallout, their clips later leaking onto social media. One video, though shaky, clearly caught Harry standing up, gesturing angrily as Meghan sat frozen. "This was supposed to be about family, not your agenda," he shouted, according to one witness. Within minutes, the hashtags #HarrySnaps and #RoyalMeltdown began trending. But what really set Harry off? According to insiders, Harry had discovered just hours before the gala that Meghan had allegedly leaked details of private conversations with a senior royal to a journalist. He felt betrayed, one source claimed. It wasn't just about the gala. This was months of frustration boiling over. Emotions ran high in the room. Some guests whispered that Harry looked like a man pushed past his breaking point. Others thought Meghan appeared calm, even calculating, as if she knew this moment was coming. She just sat there letting him rant. One eyewitness said, almost like she wanted people to see it. The fallout didn't end at the gala. Paparazzi outside captured Meghan leaving in tears, her makeup smudged, while Harry stormed out the opposite exit minutes later. By morning, tabloids were ablaze with headlines. Harry explodes at Meghan in public. Royal couples unity cracks on stage. Fans were split. Some defended Harry, tweeting, "He's human. He's tired of her games." Others slammed him. Real men don't humiliate their wives in public. The royal family, meanwhile, remained silent, but palace insiders allegedly told reporters they were not surprised by the blow-up. And then came the leaks. A voice note, allegedly recorded by someone seated near Harry and Meghan, hit Twitter. The muffled audio captured Harry's voice saying, "You've made me look like a fool in front of my family. Meghan, a fool." To which Meghan whispered back, "You knew what you were walking into when you chose me." The internet froze. Fans dissected every word. Was Meghan admitting she had used Harry as a pawn against the royals? Or was it simply a tense exchange between a couple under unimaginable pressure? Either way, the drama had spiraled out of control. By afternoon, Meghan's close friend allegedly posted and quickly deleted an Instagram story saying, "Harry can yell all he wants, but he knows the truth." She saved him from that family. The post was screenshotted instantly, sparking even more chaos. Meanwhile, Harry's old army buddy told a UK tabloid he's not himself anymore. That explosion was years in the making. He's a man torn between loyalty and regret. Fans began choosing sides, creating hashtags like #StandWithHarry and #ProtectMeghan. The family itself was said to be divided. William reportedly furious, while Charles allegedly told aides, "This is what happens when private matters go public." The most shocking twist of the night came when TMZ style blogs claimed Meghan left the gala not just upset, but with a mysterious man spotted helping her into a separate car. Who was he? A friend? A confidant? Or something more? The whispers grew louder, and the fairy tales seemed to be unraveling before the world's eyes. The fallout from Harry's public explosion didn't just stay in that London gala hall. By the next morning, the story had gone global. Every tabloid splashed the same headline across its front page. Prince Harry snaps at Meghan, public breakdown stuns crowd. Paparazzi photos of Meghan leaving the venue in tears and Harry storming out the back entrance were plastered everywhere, but behind palace walls. The reaction was even more intense. Sources claimed Prince William was furious. According to an insider, William told close aides he wanted independence. He got it. Now look at the mess. King Charles, meanwhile, was reportedly deeply concerned but said little. One palace aide allegedly overheard him muttering, "Private quarrels should never be made public. It demeans us all." Yet the royals weren't the only ones reacting. Meghan's friends in Hollywood began posting cryptic messages online. One influencer close to Meghan shared, "Never underestimate a woman who's been silenced too long." Fans took it as a warning that Meghan might be preparing to fight back, not just behind the scenes, but publicly. Meanwhile, Harry's supporters were painting a very different picture. An old army comrade allegedly told The Sun, "Harry's at his limit. He's been bottling this up for years." That night wasn't just about Meghan. It was about everything he's lost since walking away. The internet was split. Some sympathized with Harry, saying he was finally showing raw emotion. Others accused him of humiliating his wife. One viral tweet read, "Harry chose love over royalty, and now he's screaming at her in public." The irony. But then came the leaks that turned the drama nuclear. A blurry video, recorded secretly from a corner of the gala, surfaced online. In it, Harry could be seen gesturing angrily while Meghan sat stone-faced. The most shocking part wasn't the visuals, it was the audio. In a raised voice, Harry shouted, "You fed them the story, Meghan. You gave them the weapon to use against me." The crowd gasped. The internet froze. Was Harry accusing Meghan of leaking royal secrets to the press? Blogs went into overdrive. One headline screamed, "Harry accuses Meghan of betrayal in leaked video." Another read, "Palace secrets sold out." Meghan's team immediately denied the claim, calling the video misleading and manipulated. But by then, it didn't matter. The clip had millions of views and was dissected on every platform. Fans slowed it down, enhanced the audio, and argued endlessly about what Harry really said. Things escalated further when an anonymous palace insider sent an email to a UK tabloid claiming Meghan had leaked details of a private phone call between Harry and his father. She wanted leverage, the insider wrote. She's been building her own narrative. The palace refused to comment, but silence only fueled speculation. Back in Los Angeles, Meghan was reportedly devastated. A friend claimed she felt betrayed twice, once by Harry's public outburst, and again by the leaks being twisted against her. She kept saying, "I gave up everything for him. Why is he treating me like this?" Emotions ran high at home. Insiders whispered that Meghan and Harry barely spoke after the gala. Arguments allegedly continued behind closed doors, with Harry accusing her of using him and Meghan firing back. "I saved you from that family. Don't forget that." The drama spiraled into a full-on media war. British tabloids mocked Meghan, calling her the actress playing Queen. American outlets defended her, blasting Harry for toxic outbursts. Twitter turned into a battlefield. Hashtags #protect Meghan and #stand with Harry trended simultaneously, with fans clashing in brutal online wars. And then came the twist no one saw coming. A Hollywood gossip site released what they called exclusive texts, allegedly between Meghan and a top journalist. The messages, if real, showed Meghan offering details about private royal dinners in exchange for sympathetic coverage. One text allegedly read, "The palace will never tell my side. If you want the truth, it has to come from me." Fans were stunned. Was this proof Harry was right all along? Or just another fake receipt designed to stir chaos? Even celebrities chimed in. A famous American talk show host tweeted, "If those texts are real, Meghan played a dangerous game." Meanwhile, a British columnist wrote, "Harry gave up his crown for Meghan. Now he's paying the price." But the most dramatic moment of all came from Meghan herself. Days after the scandal broke, she appeared at a private women's empowerment event in California. Cameras captured her wiping away tears as she said, "When women speak their truth, they are called liars. When they stand tall, they are called difficult. I will not be silenced." The crowd applauded, but critics called it damage control. Back in London, palace insiders whispered that Harry was being pressured to choose once and for all his wife or his family. The pressure cooker was at its boiling point. Fans demanded answers. Was Harry's outburst a one-time explosion, or the beginning of the end for the couple? And were those leaked texts real, or another layer of royal deception? The fairy tale was unraveling. The stakes were rising, and the next move could change everything by the third week. The fallout had turned into a full-blown crisis. What began as a single outburst at a London gala had spiraled into a global soap opera. Headlines screamed betrayal, loyalty, and royal collapse. And behind closed doors, the tension between Harry and Meghan reached a dangerous peak. Insiders revealed Harry hadn't spoken directly to Meghan for days after the blow-up. "They live in the same house but in separate worlds," one source whispered. Harry spends hours locked in his study. Meghan paces around with her phone, crying or plotting her next move. It's icy. Meanwhile, the palace couldn't hide their satisfaction. According to a senior aide, William allegedly told close friends, "I warned him. He chose this path. Now he sees where it leads." Charles remained quieter but reportedly instructed courtiers to prepare for anything. But the bombshells didn't stop. Another leak surfaced, this time from a journalist claiming to have unedited footage from the gala. In this version, Harry's words were even harsher than the clips online. The video allegedly captured him saying, "You've ruined everything, Meghan. My family, my respect, my peace." The internet imploded. Fans were stunned. One viral post read, "Harry basically admitted regret. The fairy tale is dead." Another countered, "No, he's just lashing out. Every marriage has breaking points." But Meghan's camp wasn't about to stay silent. Days later, an anonymous source close to her allegedly leaked text messages between Meghan and Harry right before the gala. In one, Meghan wrote, "Please stand by me tonight. I need your support, not your anger." Harry's supposed reply, "You've brought this on yourself. Don't expect me to protect lies." The texts sent shockwaves across social media. Were they authentic? Nobody knew. But they painted a picture of a marriage on the brink, a union once sold as modern love against the monarchy. Now collapsing under the weight of mistrust, emotions ran high among fans. Some defended Meghan, calling her a victim of both the palace and Harry's temper. Others sided with Harry, saying he had finally seen the truth behind Meghan's carefully curated image. Memes, TikToks, and YouTube breakdowns dominated the internet, turning the couple's pain into a digital circus. But then came the darkest twist of all. A shadowy whistleblower, rumored to be from the palace staff, gave an anonymous interview, claiming Meghan had been secretly planning a memoir. She's been taking notes since day one, the source said. Every fight, every betrayal, every conversation with Harry's family, all of it. And now she's ready to use it. Fans were floored. Was Meghan preparing to go nuclear, to expose not just the royals, but Harry himself? Harry's allies were horrified. One army buddy allegedly told a tabloid, "If that's true, it's the ultimate betrayal. She's not just turning on the palace, she's turning on him." Meanwhile, Meghan's defenders argued she had every right to tell her side. One Hollywood insider allegedly told TMZ, "If Meghan drops that book, it'll shake the monarchy to its core." But marriage. It was hanging by a thread. Eyewitnesses claimed the couple had another public spat. This time outside a restaurant in California. Paparazzi photos showed Harry storming ahead, Meghan trailing behind, her face tense. According to bystanders, Harry shouted, "I can't do this anymore." Meghan allegedly replied, "You don't have a choice. You're in it with me now." The photos went viral instantly. Headlines screamed, "Royal love in freefall." Is this the end for Harry and Meghan? Even the family was divided. Meghan's mother, Doria, was reportedly begging her to step back from the spotlight before it destroys everything. Harry's relatives, meanwhile, were quietly preparing statements in case of a separation. And then, the ultimate cliffhanger. A major U.S. network released a teaser for an upcoming exclusive sit-down interview with Meghan. In the shadowy trailer, Meghan's voice was heard saying, "The world doesn't know the truth. They've only heard his side. Now, they'll hear mine." The internet exploded. Was Meghan about to expose Harry? Would she reveal secrets about the royal family that even Harry didn't know? One thing was certain. Whatever Meghan said in that interview would not just change her marriage, it could rewrite history. And that's where the story stands. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Once the couple that walked away from the crown in the name of love, now standing on opposite sides of a storm the world never saw coming. A single public explosion has spiraled into leaked texts, insider betrayals, royal family divisions, and whispers of an upcoming Meghan Talal interview that could shatter everything we thought we knew about the monarchy. Fans are shocked. Some say Harry has finally reached his breaking point, a man torn apart by regret and betrayal. Others believe Meghan is fighting for her voice after years of being silenced. And in the middle of it all, the palace sits quietly watching, waiting, and maybe even smiling. The couple's fairy tale burns before the world's eyes. But here's the real question. Is this just another chapter in a messy marriage? Or the beginning of the end for Harry and Meghan? Will Meghan's rumored interview expose the deepest secrets of the royal family? Or will it destroy her marriage in the process? And most importantly, who will the world side with when the final truth drops? Now it's your turn. I want to hear what you think. Are you Team Harry, standing with a prince who says he's had enough? Or Team Meghan, defending a woman who refuses to stay silent? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now, 'cause this debate is about to shake the internet. And don't just watch from the sidelines. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the next leak, the next fight, the next shocking twist could break at any moment. This story isn't ending, it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning.